Hello everybody, thank you for joining us. Today we're going to draw a person in a skidding action pose. Skidding as in sliding, or it can be a pose that can be used in different ways. So you're going to begin with the curved torso. In this pose the torso can be like straight too, but that is usually in a kicking action, but even in the kicking action mostly the torso is like slightly or at least more curved. So we curve that, and that is the shoulder set right there. Collar and head will probably come around here somewhere. And the lower part of the body, let's put it here for now. And let's give it the perspective of like going like that way, so everything is flowing like that. So if it was a ring, it would go like this. And then we stem the legs from here. So 1, 2, that is the knee, by the way. So perhaps I did not mention that there will be foreshortening in this particular video. And we do the foot, and then here 1, 2, 3, and necessarily we curve this foot inward. The shoulders can be brought down a little bit, and here we have 1, 2, 1, 2. So those are the arms. Now we'll do a few different things with the arms. Let's first put down the torso. And we will put down this leg, because when we're talking about a sliding position, one of the legs is good to have in this position. Like, it looks more natural, it looks more effective. The other leg, we will have 1 or 2 options to work with, and we will go to those in a second. Let us begin by putting out the arms. So delts. Brought that hand down a little bit and not going in there, because it'll appear as if they are joined. So there's 1. There's a knuckle set. There's the chest, the abs, of course the lower torso, and this arm. There's the elbow, forearm, and we go into, so the knuckles are there, and so they're like bent fingers, a hint of the thumb, and of course we have the head right there, essentially looking like that, like down. So nose, mouth, and ear right there. And then we go into the foot. So we have some nice enlarged view of the foot right there. And that is, I know that it looks like a kicking action, because essentially when we're talking about a skidding action, it's like body like coming into sort of a flat grind, and it comprises a kicking action as well. Now for the sliding, we can also do the other option for the leg, and that is, again, it'll double as kicking, and any poses that can double as others are always a better option. So we're just building that leg nice and big right there, coming in, and this foot has to essentially go that way. And there's the heel, the ankle, of course the calf and the shin, and it doubles as a kicking action. And here with this other arm we can also put this right back. Let's say that if the person is sliding, one thing that can give an immediate sliding effect, the hand like that, flat on the floor. This hand can stay where it is. It can be a fist, can be a hand, but this hand flat on the floor does also comprise a sliding action. This leg can be brought down lower, and in a second we should explore that as well, because it could be helpful. And the knee bent backwards. Now that necessarily is not a sliding action, but it could be, depending on how we are looking to portray this. And then of course the leg can be on the floor with the foot going like that way. Also comprises a sort of a sliding action. And of course we can move the foot around. We have other videos in which we have used the coil, magnify and coil technique to work this out, and you could check that out as well. So what we're going to do is pick a certain pose. So I'm going to go and add another hand right here, arm and hand, sorry. Go like that. So we are essentially just putting in the core frame for our choice of components here today. So slightly sticking out there with the index finger, and this is essentially a fist. So although it was a sliding action, but I'm very tempted right here to make this into a sort of a kicking action pose. And look at that, we have ourselves a nice kicking action pose. So if this person was to be a essentially a kung fu star, I guess, because we would give him some fatigues right there. And we're just shading this out because you can see that how we can work with different elements when it comes to different poses like that. So some shadows right there, and of course you could choose your own light source to work with. It all depends on what you're looking to do with the illustration, or eventually do with the illustration. Right here is only a practice, and in a practice we just get some quick tones going and put down And this was also because we had like quite a mess up there with all those different options that we played around, and I think it is fair that we just make this a little more manageable in terms of what we can at least like see clearly. And there we have a nice sliding, but now I've made it into I've utilized that to make it into a kicking pose as well. So different uses that can stem from one pose, and we can utilize it for different purposes. So thank you for watching. We put out content pretty much every day, so please subscribe, keep in touch, and have yourself a wonderful day.